morning to those of you that have tuned in straight away. We will be streaming live to Facebook and to YouTube, and we'll be getting underway with the final of the Savanna Open very shortly, so don't go too far away. Just clear them scores, shall it? So just bear with us. I'm ready to go, just waiting for both players, and we'll be underway. But both in the building, both had a bit of a knock, so I can't see it being too long now before we get underway. Morning, full cones. So just waiting. Sanjay's just turned up, so we'll just wait while Sanjay just dresses the table, and we will be underway. Both players are ready. There you go, Mr. Shorrocks. Your little comments just gone. No need. We're ready. We're just waiting for the players. Not everything starts on time, as you're probably fully aware. I will remind all viewers to keep the chat respectful at all times. This is not Beard Productions or any of the other productions that let it go willy-nilly. I will say it. I do block if need be. You don't have to watch if you don't want to. So, once again, welcome this morning to Savanna's here in Whitefield for the Savanna Open 2017. This is the final, Tom Cousins versus Liam Dunster. It's got a race to 25 there, it's actually first to 15. Yeah, I think I left long before you, Steve, last night. But no, I went home. Back in again first thing this morning. Good morning to James Aston. Mr. Day's in as well. It's normal black ball rules. 2 balls past the imaginary centre line. Must be at your end, Phil. I've got my mobile here and it's streams fine. Those of you that are tuned in, if you're at a loose end today, there is a £20 a man comp starting at 12 o'clock, as long as you get down here before 12 to register. You're more than welcome to come and enter. There's 1 or 2 drifting in already to come and play the comp. And it will be streamed. Yeah, you need to get a decent phone, Phil. So here we go for the final of the Savanna Open 2017. Tom Cousins breaking. Fair play to you, Scott. Tidying the house else comes after watching pool, that's for sure. So straight away, Tom takes yellows. And a very quick and early chance for Tom to take the lead. Nearly over screwed that, but it's okay. A little bit awkward, but it's fine now. So you can just drop this in. Just drift the white over for the black into the left centre. So just this black for 1-0. So Craig Day's laying odds already for the tap rake. He didn't tap rake that much yesterday, did Liam. We'll see how he starts off this morning. He's 1-0 down, so sometimes he's prone to doing that. But looks like Craig Day's lost his money. He was very effective, was Liam, yesterday, playing open breaks. I don't know why sometimes. I suppose in a way it's nice to have that in your locker if you can play a nice tactical frame, which is probably why he's one of the best amateurs out there at the moment. But when he does play an open frame, he is very, very effective. He's got a couple of awkward yellows. He may well go for the reds. He's only got one real awkward one, which is behind the yellow, top right of the table. The one down the rail on the left hand side will go in off the yellow, so he will open the pocket up for the other two reds. So he's just about the first one. He's got one to the middle pocket, so you could well see him take reds here. Oh, he's taking yellows. Straight away he's gone into the most awkward of the yellows, but I just think there's a little bit more work to do with yellows here. So I'm a bit surprised he's decided to choose them, but he's the better player. Between me and him, that is. It's a nice delicate little shot there from Liam. So anybody not too far away, if you want to pop down a little bit later on, there is a £20 a man comp starting at 12 o'clock, as long as you're in before 12. With your £20 note, you'll be more than welcome to enter. That will be streamed as well, straight after this final. I think he's just gone far enough for the yellow to the centre pocket, and then he'll run the one down the rail, and his last yellow into the bottom right hand corner here. That will be his route. Yeah, full day's pool down here at Savanna's in Whitefield again. It's nice to see quite a few of you have come to join us this morning. It is early. But if these two players play anything like they did yesterday, I think we're in for a treat this morning. Played that well, dead weight. Just seemed to slightly turn a little bit at the very, very end. I don't know if there was something on the table or what, but it seemed to just dink out a little bit. But he managed to play it with enough pace for it to drop. Probably not gone far enough through with the white, so he might have to screw this off the side cushion. I think it's a little bit high on this. Just run the white through. So 1-all. Yeah, and you're right, Craig. I mean, it's not all about break condition. It's built. We all know that. I think we all came from, well, of a certain age anyway, but we all came from the old EPA rules, the fudging rules at one time or another. And I think we've been a little bit spoilt over the last couple of years with some of the players in black ball, how open the rules are and how effective they are at doing what they do. And very rarely do we see many tactical frames, but Liam's obviously, he's one of those that is very good at it if he needs to, but he's also very good at potting. He's the type of player, like, I mentioned it yesterday, he's like a bit like Lee Clough at the start of frames or at the start of a visit. He'll have a good look round, he'll work his route out, and it's not just one or two shots he's looking at clearing the table if it's there, and he'll, like I say, he'll work his route out and then he'll go. And as long as he doesn't get any bad rolls or anything like that, more often than not it's very, very effective. A bit like Neil Rayborn as well. Neil's another similar type of player. People say that he's very slow, but Neil's one of those that he'll work his route out as well. He'll look at the table, and when he starts his finish, he usually doesn't take long about it. Like I say, as long as everything goes to plan. yeah, Danny, it does do that, but I don't suppose it's a deliberate action. When you've seen Liam play, you'll know that it's a regular thing with him. I think if you started doing that deliberately, you'll probably cause yourself more problems than you do your opponent. And that's what it's all about, Paul. I agree with you there. He does give every single shot 100% concentration. We all know that it's so easy to lose concentration at pool because it is a quick game. You can get complacent at times. But again, he's just going about this. May well be a little bit low on this. I think he's got, I'm not sure if he's probably got just enough angle to run this through. Just skim past the red, the top one of those two. Slightly out of position now. He's got the one to the left middle, but he's got a lot of traffic to negotiate. Could have with being a little bit straighter on that. Any aspiring youngster wanting to play this game, I'm not saying we should all play the same way, but the way Liam goes about the frame certainly isn't a bad way to, like I say, he picks his route out, he makes sure he knows where he needs the white. Doesn't always go to plan, obviously. Might see him just bouncing this yellow off the side cushion here, leaving the white behind the black. I'd be very surprised if he does that. He's not doing. Well, loads of left hand side on that, and he's played that to more or less perfection. That's basically why he's in the final. Shots like that are never easy to play. So I think he's given himself just a slight angle here so he can run the white off the side cushion. He's got to be careful because to do that he's got to put a little bit of pace into the pot, which makes the pot that little bit more difficult. No problem. Pepsi's joined us. The man himself, Mr. Paul McEwen. Hope you're well, buddy. Presume you're still out there in the Far East. You've tuned in at the right time. Down to the final stages, or down to the final of the Savanna Open. And it's been Flawless peel so far. Another tidy clearance there from Dunster. And at the start of the frame, you wouldn't have thought he would have cleared in one visit, but he's so clinical. Leon's one of those as well. He has to make sure every single ball he's touching. I was watching him rack up on the next table yesterday, quite a few frames. He stopped and started the rack again because he wasn't happy. Another great break, but I think it's dry. So up jumps Tom Cousins, and he's got a great chance here to level the scores at 2-all. I think all the yellows go. So do the reds. So take your pick, Tom. Good morning, Mr. Clough. Lee Clough's joined us as well. You're more than welcome, Paul. Laking, comical. Good morning, Gareth. Just a little bit of a unwanted nudge on the black. He's still okay, but he's just made it a little bit more awkward now. So he's going top left. I think he was hoping to just nudge into the yellow there. It would have been perfect, but it just makes this part a little bit more difficult because the yellow's in the way of the red, so he's going to have to come with a bit more accurate position now to get on his last red. I think the black may well sneak into this bottom left hand corner. So just needs to land on this red. Well, I won't say perfect, but he's okay. A little bit straighter would have been perfect, but I was asking for too much. You're going to have to run this through, I would have thought. I'm not sure if he can just stun this. He can't, so he's run it through around the back, and he had options there. He's played that well. So 2-all it is. And obviously Tom's come all the way for this comp, for, I suppose, a little bit of practice as well, ready for next week's match. He's got a big game. Down there in Norfolk next week. Against Mark Bale, but just lost a white there. It's a bit of a untidy table this. He may well go reds here, Liam, but having said that, he might decide to just develop the black and the yellow next to it, and if he does that, then yellows might be more appealing depending on where they land. So it's all about this first shot for Liam. Yeah, it's been 2 dishes so far, 2 reverse dishes, so it's started off in a very, very high quality, I think. Liam wanted to play the final late last night. It was announced that it was this morning. Liam was wanting to play it, but Tom didn't. And you could tell with Tom's game last night when he played Simon in the semi-final, he was flagging a little bit. I mean, it was a long day. He played 60 odd, 70 odd frames each throughout the day. So he was a bit of a mental bruiser yesterday for them. So you can't blame Tom for sticking to it and wanting to start this morning, but the way they've started, I think it's a good job they did. We might not have seen this quality at the start of the match last night. For those of you with a smart TV, we are streaming to YouTube as well. You want to flick over there, get on your big tellies. I think you get Facebook on the smart TVs now anyway, so. Yeah, the losing semi-finalist was Jack Whelan, who lost out to Liam Dunster. I think it was something like 15-4 or something like that, 15-5, I can't remember now. And Simon Fitzsimmons lost out to Tom Cousins. All the scores you can find on Q-Score. Go to Q-Score and search Savanna Open. All yesterday's scores are on there. Yeah, cheers Paul. Take care, buddy. And I'm sure we'll see you joining us on the stream again soon. Thank you for the little hearts. Only you. Decided on yellows, and he's got a nice little angle here to just to run into 2 balls near the side rail. think he'll probably try and develop him early while he's still got options. Oh, he's queuing a little bit awkward here. He's played that nice. Yeah, you're right, Stephen. Journey wouldn't play Lakin. And I don't think, apart from the money factor, I don't think Craig would want to play George Turney anyway. I mean, George Turney only likes to pick his matches and play who he regards as being cabbages at the game. So would you want to be putting yourself in that category? I suppose for the money you would, but so again, another bit of an awkward shot here for Liam, and he does really need to take this one down the cushion out because it's his problem ball and he's on it. So this is a little bit of an intricate shot really for Liam. And he's just okay, he's got just enough room, as we saw before. We'll have another. So he's opening these balls up nicely. Yeah, Patrick, I think I streamed him twice in one night. A couple of years ago at the Golden 8 Ball. I think they won one apiece, if I remember rightly. Two great matches as well. He was absolute pot fest. Craig asking what the scores of last night was. Tom beat Simon Fitzsimmons 15-12, and Liam come through his semi-final 15-4 against Jack Whelan. So 3-2 to Tom. Tom's quarter-final against John McAllister. There's another close one, 15-13, sorry 15-12 again. Liam overcame Dave McNamara, 15-10. They both had relatively easy first rounds. Liam beating Chris Dyson 15-5, but Tom took out Anthony Mason 15-1. So at any level that's some score. Just answering a question before, which is why I went quiet. Somebody sent me a private message, can't get on the stream, but just if you are struggling to get the picture, just clear your cookies, refresh or something, because sometimes with the HD pictures, that's what happens. We are streaming to YouTube as well. You can lower the quality on YouTube if you need to. just caught it. Caught it on the way back. Just watch the language in the old chat. Even little words like that, Craig. It's a great shot there from Tom. With the colours, but it's a little bit late now. This frame's going to be over in 10 seconds or so. So 4-2 it is. Tom Cousins leading 4 frames to 2. So a little bit better break from Tom this time. And I've not been keeping record actually of how many breaking dishes there has been. I should have done really in this match with it being such high quality players, but he's got a chance here as well. No matter which suit he decides to take, he may well go yellows here. The reds, he's not the easiest of openers, he's got the one to the right middle if he takes the yellows. Just got the one just above the left middle pocket that's just a little bit awkward, but it's only a difficult ball really. As it is. Just lands nicely now on his on the awkward ball. And this is going to be another break and run from Tom. And it's as easy as that. 5-2, Tom Cousins.
Morning, chaps. 5-2 to Tom Cousins. It's Liam to break. Just broke. Decent break. I don't think there's too much wrong with the old tap break, Craig. I personally love it, as you well know. Now, in fairness, we didn't actually specify which break it was, whether it be IPA or the black ball break. He's got a good chance of taking these out now. Just got to map his route. No need for that, Craig. The torturer. In fairness, we didn't actually see much of the tap break yesterday. I think he did it a few times in the quarters against Dave McNamara, but when he played Jack in the semis, he broke it down the middle, I think, every time, crunching him, and obviously he didn't miss much with that scoreline of 15-4. I think it only really comes into play when when things aren't going so well. I'm surprised we haven't seen it as yet. being 5-2 down, but I suppose there's still time.
So I just nipped to go get myself a brew and missed another breaking dish. And it's looking like we're going to have another one as well. The way this is going, I can see me having to review the footage and count them all up because there's been quite a few so far. Not the first 7 frames. This is going to be another one. Yeah, this is the final. I did put it on this morning, but I changed it slightly and I forgot to put it up again. It is the final. It's 1150 to the winner, 650 to the runner-up. Being joined in the commentary by the competition organiser himself, Mr. Simon Fitzsimmons. Good morning, Simon.
Good morning, Wayne.
Just help to turn it on. Have you turned it on, mate? You're a bit quiet there. 1 second. Try that again.
Morning, pal.
That's a bit better.
Big mess there from Liam.
Yeah, I didn't see it because I was just sorting your microphone out, but
yeah, left himself tough black. Looks like he's gifted the frame to Tom now.
you would think so.
He's starting to open up a bit of a lead now.
He's not really done much wrong as Liam so far. He's just, I think that last miss was one of his very few mistakes.
Yeah, it's at that stage now as well where this is where Tom could put his foot on the gas and open up a bit of a lead where it's going to be tough to catch.
Yes, and he is doing at the moment, so it's I say it's going to be tough to catch. I mean, Liam's quite capable, but when you're playing somebody of Tom's calibre, it's not as easy.
Having seen firsthand how big his break is, it just gives him so many chances.
A lot of people talk about Liam's break as well, and how he tap breaks if he's behind, but he's not shown any sign of that as yet. I know Dave McNamara put something on yesterday about how Liam resorted to the tap break, but it's whatever suits you, you know what I mean? But so far today, he's lost a white there. So far today, he's not shown any sign of it, and I don't think he did against Jack. He was quite open against Jack in the semi-final.
Yeah, I mean, obviously by the scoreline, you can see he was. I mean, I was playing at the same time, but from what I could see, he was breaking and clearing a lot of the time.
He was.
A tap break once.
And they finished a lot sooner than what your match did as well.
I know. Amazingly enough, somebody asked me before the game, said, what odds is it going to be on Liam and Jack being done before you and Tom? And I said about 50 to 1.
Yeah.
And it actually
well, on paper you would think that way, you know what I mean? But it certainly wasn't the case. And you both started at the same time as well, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. I think ours about an hour later. It's amazing, really. I think, just looking at this frame, I think this is a bit of a must-win for Liam.
Yeah.
And I think there's every chance in the next frame you might see the old tap break.
You think it's going to come out soon?
Yeah, I mean, he's 4 behind at the minute. He hasn't done as yet, but he's not going to want this game to get too far in front of him. He's going to give himself the best possible chance of winning the match. And I think going dish for dish with Tom, it's unlikely. Yeah, cheers, Cluffy. Always been a bit of a tortoise around the bays.
From the man who knows.
Indeed.
From the man who knows.
Great comment.
So I think obviously Liam's looking at yellows here. I would think so. The way he played that red.
I think he was looking at reds in fairness.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
What, without even disturbing these three on the left hand side?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he played the red out off like 3 rails. I thought he was trying to break it out to leave himself on that red. But yeah, I don't think he's got any choice but to go for yellows now.
He's only got one real awkward one, which is the one he's nearest to at the moment. But if he can land on it, it's not that awkward.
Yeah, and the one just beneath the 3 reds on the left-hand side rail, I mean, that's not overly easy. He's got to land. He's got a small gap to land in, but it's all about cue ball control from here, I think. You can clear these 3 at the top of the table.
But he's got the reds he can roll into to all the white, yeah. So it's... be taking this one now, I think. He might not get on it as well if he takes one over the top right. All depends how straight he is.
He's got to play up the rail here. Seems there's talk of a cash game on the horizon on the old chat box.
Who's talking?
I think it's between Lakin and Dunster, by the looks of things.
Does Liam know about it?
Nope. Unless he's on the stream while he's playing.
John McAllister was yesterday. He was only sat there, the other side of the table. And, he was watching the stream. It's nice when you can watch yourself on TV, isn't it? While you're playing.
Oh, this date's getting fired out now. Minimum 15 grand a man. 10th of March next year.
Where's it at?
I don't think that's been discussed.
Surely I should be on a commission, getting arranged on my chat.
10% each, I think I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Carl Love Lakin is a right character.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
I don't know about that, but he's a character.
So he's left himself a nice little angle here. Like I said before, he could try and run into the reds just to hold the white, and he'd be in good position if he did. Martin fits in the new Whispering Ted Lowe.
Don't know if that's a compliment or not. Oh, that's running.
He's okay.
That's perfect. I think black goes to left centre as well.
Well, Ted Lowe did know his stuff. I think that's probably.
Yeah, so I'll take that.
You'd say that.
I'll take that. Yeah. It's a bit early for this, guys. You don't think?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played that nice. It's a good finish, this, to be fair.
It is. I mean, 2 or 3 of the finishes he had, they've been really awkward, and he's took them out really well.
Yeah, nice finish. 6-3 Liam's break now.
Will we see it now?
We'll soon know from where he plays.
I don't think we will. I really don't think we will. And I think he knows his cueing very well. And if he gets a good split, he's got every chance.
I don't think you by mistake. You might have rang me by mistake.
If the white goes in the middle of the table on the ball line, he's crunching them. If it goes on the side of the ball line,
He usually places it about 3 inches past the centre spot.
yeah, we'll soon find out. He's going down the middle.
He's crunching them.
Fair play to him.
That's what I'm saying before. It has been effective for him. And obviously we know no matter how good a break you've got, it's about a bit of luck as well, the way the balls split and land. But he has been very effective with this, so I can't see him changing it just yet. And as we see, a nice open break.
It's a good break, to be fair.
And apart from one red, the reds look very nice here, Simon.
Yeah, I mean, he's perfect first shot to get rid of the red closest to the yellow.
He can screw into that corner.
Yeah, it's just whether the one nearest to the top right hand corner, if that's potable. He's just looking at that now. Looks tight from here.
I don't know if you can see that from the other angle. We'll have a look. It's not like he can play it off the red, because then he won't get. He'd have to play it with such pace as well to screw into the other red. So he might not come out nice. So he's got to just play the pot clean. We'll soon see.
If he is on that, on the top right now. Hopefully the red comes out. I mean, if the black wasn't there over the centre, he could have dropped it in and played the red in the opposite middle. But it's just a little bit awkward, a bit reluctant. But I think if he's going to play it, he's got to play it now. Yeah, I think minutes into this, hopefully get them both out. Ooh.
He's come out nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying he's come out nice. It's a little bit awkward for his next pot.
One good shot, I think.
But, yeah, like you say, one good shot.
Red just to the right of the blue spot, if you will. Bottom left. Kick goes in. Just frame over. Big shot, really.
Certainly is.
In that position now, it's a 2-frame or a 4-frame swing each side. Every frame's crucial, even in a race to 15.
I think the match is off.
Yeah, it's no great surprise.
That didn't last long, did it?
No, I don't get it with the money games. It should be one of them. If you both agree to play, I don't get why there's so many games agreed and then cancelled. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It should be simple.
It's just queued slightly awkward as well for this. Be a lot easier if he can get his hand on the table. He played that well.
It's a tremendous shot. Great shot. Big pressure shot. Played it well, confidently.
Those of you that are watching, if you want to watch it on YouTube, on your smart TVs, we are streaming live there to this morning as well. And anybody not too far away, you've got about an hour. In fact, you haven't. It's 12:15 now. You've got 15 minutes to get yourself down here if you want to enter the £20 a man comp. Seems to be one or two in for it.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be looking at around the 32.
Yeah.
32 players mark, I reckon.
I don't think Jason's in yet. He was coming down with young Charlie.
Yeah, well, he'll have to be to pay out the winning bets on this game, because I know he's took a few quid on it.
I know.
White's travelling. A little bit far. He's just laughing to himself there, I think, because of the gap he had to land in. He's just probably 6 inches too far from where he wanted to be.
It's thin enough this though. He's only got to concentrate on the pot. He's still going to be on the black. He's not going to come that far down, I don't think.
No, I think it's just bringing the middle bag into play a little
Yeah.
bit. And obviously the yellow just left of the blue spot. Just a little bit careful. He's overcut it. Oh. Thought he'd missed that.
I did. Looked like it.
It's a good shot and it's game on again, 6-4.
So, it's been a great standard this so far. Quite a few people joining us as well, watching this.
There's another break dish out from him.
Yep.
Good standard, which you'd expect from these two.
This has got to be better than watching County Pool.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
In the middle of North Yorkshire without any eating in the building.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, I've got to be honest.
Another crunch break there from Tom Cousins.
It's gone dry. I think that's the first dry break I've seen him do all weekend. So I think he's got to be favouring the yellows. Because they do all go.
Yep.
And even the two next to the red. Obviously the one goes bottom right will free the other one to right middle. So again, if he just plots his route, good cue ball control.
He's going to have to pull his white back, I think, here. Take the one down the rail and pull it back for the one into the centre pocket, just above the black.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if he can get through to the one at the left-hand side, but I think the one down the rail is the shot for him.
Yeah.
goes down the right hand rail, one to the centre pocket. He can take the bottom one of those two next into this bottom right, and then the game's at his mercy. Oh, he's decided to run through.
Yeah, if he clears this bottom left-hand pocket, obviously that makes the one on the side rail easier.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit awkward next positional shot. Oh, he's played for the one above the red this shot. Can he play that to the right centre?
Not too sure.
Yeah, but well played. Well, they're all there now.
Certainly are. Some comics about it, isn't there?
It's full of them. Pool world has got to be the craziest world ever to be involved in.
Unbelievable.
It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, nice cannon there.
Yeah, use the red wall.
Obviously the one on the left rail clearly passes down the rail.
Yeah, I think it must do, otherwise, like you said before, he would have probably taken the one nearest to the pocket first. But it must go. We'll soon see after this shot whether he plays for the one on the right hand side or the one on the left.
Yeah, I can just see down that rail it does go.
Can you see?
Yeah. It's fairly tight, but obviously if he's behind it, he won't be missing that one. He's a little bit straight on this to get close, but forcing it in. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect, I think.
Yeah, ideally he'd like to have been bang straight, but he's not far off there, so it is a little bit awkward though when you're cutting it back.
Yeah, he's only got to drop it in though.
Yeah.
Not really got anything to do with the cue ball, unless he's pulling it back for the yellow on the right hand side of the table. Which by the looks of things he is doing. Oh, it's not. There you go. Comfy enough.
Gavin Robinson asking how much for the final. I thought you'd have been in this, Gavin.
I think he was originally.
I thought I saw his name down. It's 11.50 Gavin for the winner, 6.50 for the runner-up.
Decent payday for a Sunday morning.
Of course it is, yeah. He's okay.
That's perfect. Seem to be travelling that, but
yeah, they're not as quick as you might think they are, these class, are they? Yeah.
So 6-5. It's a good comeback from Liam early in the game. It seemed to be getting away from him a little bit, but
Yeah, 6-2 down he was.
he's dug in. A couple of nice finishes and it's right back in there. 6-5.
And we still haven't seen the tap break. Win-win.
Yeah, win-win. Yeah. Cluffy asking if there's any comps on in December. I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest.
Should be out Christmas shopping, surely, in December. Not playing pool.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
I mean, last year we did a comp on the day after Boxing Day, and I think we
You're
had,
joking, did you?
yeah, we had 98 entries,
Wow.
which is pretty.
Gets you out of the house, doesn't it?
That's the thing. I mean, you've done your Christmas Day, you've
Yeah.
done your Boxing Day, nuts in on the old football and all
Yeah.
that carry on.
Set all the toys up for the kids.
Exactly,
Leave them to
so
it.
the wife's happy.
Yeah.
And that was the plan last year. So let's say we got 90 odd runners.
So are you looking at doing that again this year?
Well, it's up to the boss man, innit? It's up to JJ, obviously, but
Yeah.
that's an option. And I think we did the same the day after New Year's Day as well.
You're joking.
And we had best part of 90 odd in that as well. A couple of really good comps. I think it's only a £20 a man, but obviously the festivities are over and people are looking at getting back to work. But squeeze a couple of comps in.
I'm busy.
You're busy. Snoozing.
I'm busy. Day after Boxing Day, I'm busy. My sister's working. So I'm busy.
Obviously, we'll have to speak to JJ, see if he's up for that again. It's a dry break from Liam. Not a tap break, but a dry one. But they've not gone too kind. Bit of work to do.
Yeah. On either colour. On the black.
Even look at yellows. Play the yellow that's in baulk just below the brown spot. Kick into the black off the side rail and leave himself on the one down the rail.
Yeah, at least like you say with yellows he's got a chance of developing the black.
And that's a great shot.
Which he's done very, very early.
And from one shot, they're kind of all on.
I think he'll be looking at taking the one up the rail yet. And it's all about position after this shot. If he lands on a yellow nicely, it's going to be frame over in one visit again.
He's just got to get out off this one.
Yeah. I think he's okay there.
Yeah, I think he's nudged it on so it goes to the right centre.
He's a little bit low on it, but I think by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Although he can run it through this if he's low, and just a little bit of right hand side on the white, off the side rail. Well, pull it back for the middle pocket.
Yeah, it's the right shot.
Yeah.
Just drop this in and leave himself a choice of all three off this one.
Just got to miss this red, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He should be okay there, though. Here's me trying to wipe my screen. I've got a dot on my screen and it's the black spot.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, he's played that well. It's perfect.
Yes.
Probably go right centre, I think. Just drop that in. So another finish. Liam's dry break, keeping up great standards. Has he come a little bit far in? It's okay, you can just run this through. Black down the rail. Touch short. Still fancy him for it though.
Yeah, Tom's not going to miss this. 7-5. It's not that slow neither, Simon.
No, I mean
12 frames in an hour and a half.
it's not bad going, to be fair.
In fact, it's probably less than an hour and a half, just short of less than an hour and a half. We started just after 10:30. 8 frames an hour. Steady pace.
That's pretty fair, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good game to see. Boyle against Farnsworth. Which is a big game on next week. This is It's Cousins and Boyle. That's, what is it, 40k pot, possibly towards the 50k mark.
Well, I was saying yesterday, I mean, Tom wasn't on his best form yesterday, even though he's got to the final. He struggled in a couple of matches. I think a bit of fatigue towards the end in your game. I think both of you was looking a little bit tired.
Yeah, obviously we're both fitness freaks.
Yeah.
So,
But I was saying if he plays next week like he played, certainly in the semi-final against you, because it wasn't pretty.
no.
You know, I think he would struggle next week, but he's turned up this morning. He's playing some good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, obviously. Well, Santa's just put their 46k pot. Obviously, with the cash games, it's completely different.
Different, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, you're playing for yourself, but obviously you're playing for all your mates' money as well.
Yeah.
So it's a
You're a
different
bit more
kind of
focused,
pressure.
aren't you?
Of course you are. And obviously such a long race.
Yeah.
You can kind of dip in and out of form.
Yeah, yeah. That's why there is so many swings in
Of course there is.
big money games.
That's what makes them so good to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be some game next week. I think I'll definitely be tuning into that. Be well worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's a genuine coin flip of a game, I think.
As you can see there, bang straight on that right hand side of the two yellows.
Yeah, I think he'll play the one down the rail just next to the red.
Well, while he's on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit awkward and a bit of a reach for that one, Simon. So
Top one of the two goes back across.
played to land on it, and he's landed on it absolutely perfect.
It's a tremendous shot.
Again, another what looks like a total clearance. I knew I should have started keeping stats on this match.
Yeah, it's been some standards since
Yeah.
I've tuned in. There's only been one frame where there hasn't been a finish. Every other one has been. Tremendous standard. That was another one off Tom's break, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Liam's break. 8-5. Back to a 3-frame gap.
I've not even shared this stream as well, and we've got quite a few viewers watching now. So all of you that are watching, if you don't mind just clicking that little share button at the bottom left hand side, let's get one or two more people watching this.
Yeah, I mean, next week that game's on the green cloth, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
It's a bit of a strange one that he's come here for this.
Well, that's what I was saying yesterday. But you know, good players that can play on.
Practice as well.
Yeah, it's match practice. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, good chance to nick a few quid as well.
He'll have 2 or 3 days, if not more, on the green cloth after this, and he'll have forgot all about this cloth.
Yeah, definitely.
By next week. Thanks for sharing. So again, Liam still not resorting to the tap break by the looks of it. This could be a nice break. Them reds are looking very, very tasty. Liam is looking at reds. Play for one to the middle. On the left hand side, get rid of that Haley. He's played it well. Jason was asking if the score's right. It is right. I mean, he's not really done much wrong as Liam, but it's been a bit of a pot fest from both players so far. I certainly think, from a watcher's point of view, it was a good idea to play it this morning. I don't think we'd have had this standard late on last night.
No, it was a long day yesterday.
Yep.
I think 3 race to 15s in a day is enough. I think both semis finished at around, well, obviously Liam's finished a bit quicker, but...
It was about midnight, wasn't it? Was it?
No,
was it
about 20 past 10.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Roughly, but like, I mean, I spoke to Tom, and like he said, I don't really want to be starting a race to 15 now, which is fair enough. We planned it for this morning, and I think it's worked out for the best, really, because it's been great standard.
Nice little nudge there from Liam.
It's a great shot. Yeah, I think you are, Jason, to be fair.
I thought she was coming down this morning, Jason. Is not in the building for this comp.
Best get a shuffle on, I think.
Yeah.
Especially if Tom wins this. Yeah, he's not here yet.
He was supposed to be bringing Charlie.
That's nicely played.
Unbelievable.
Class. Great comment.
This has been another good finish, although apart from one awkward ball, it wasn't that difficult, but it's been another good finish this so far by Liam to add to the breaking dish tally.
Yeah, it's mountain, that is. A fair few now. I think the black goes in the opposite centre, so just a little drop in if you can. Just hold for the black. It should be 8-6. That'll do nicely, closes the gap again.
Yep.
Nicely done.
Those of you that are watching, there is a £20 a man comp starting very shortly down here at Savanna's, and we will be streaming some of that throughout the day. Won't be as
It's a proper comp now.
won't be as high a standard as what this game is, but I'm sure each and every one of them will be trying to win the competition. So, but have you entered it, Simon?
Yeah, I thought I'd donate 22.
Have you? Fair play to you. I was going to bring my key this morning. I was going to have a bash.
You've got to, aren't you, when it's in your own club?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kids want more Christmas presents.
That's what it's all about.
any pinching.
Yep.
That's another dry break from Tom. I think that's 2. Astonished.
Just looking at, is that Jordan Crossy?
Yeah.
Walking like him.
Yeah, there's a few in, to be fair.
Yeah.
Comp.
Should be a nice little comp. Should turn out to be. Be worth winning, Simon.
Yeah, why not? It starts about 12:30, Gav. If you get in the motor now, start doing about 160, you should get here for about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
He'd do that easy in that BM he's got.
Yeah. This flashy motor.
He only had that Merc about 6 weeks. Or was it a BM that he had before? I can't remember. He didn't have it long though. He's earning too much money at pool. That's what it is. Keeps winning his money matches.
Did he not? I thought he just lost his last one.
Did he lose his last one?
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but I know it's...
His mate, didn't he, Michael Rhodes?
That's right, yeah, he did, yeah.
30 odds in it, Gav, I think, so far. Probably a few hundred to the winner, probably just cover your petrol cost.
I doubt it, not in that thing he drives.
Less of that language, Gav.
Yeah.
The old delete buttons on
Well,
its
delete's
phone.
just come out. Just be careful of the language in the chat, boys and girls. I do delete. And I will block you.
It loves a delete button. This
I love it. You've not seen my block list, have you?
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, it's massive.
Yeah. Your list?
My list, yes, massive, yeah. Yeah.
It's good to hear. I think you were on mine a short while back.
Was that on your block list, was it? Probably.
Yeah, there's not many on it, so you should feel privileged.
Yeah. I don't really care whose block list I'm on. I'm sure I've upset a few over the years.
Oh, no danger. It's all part of the fun.
Of course it is.
What a comment that is. Wow.
No, he won't be able to enter this £20 a man comp. He'll have started before he finishes this. Otherwise, I think he might have had a bash. He played in the Friday Flyer, didn't he? He's here, Jason Hill. He must have been texting while he was on the motorway. Can you believe it? He didn't. He got to the final at Friday Flyer, didn't he?
Tom?
Tom, yeah.
Couldn't quite bring it home.
Jason Hill beat him.
Oh, for goodness.
Unbelievable.
Can't win a £5 flyer, but he pops up the 150 a man. Wowzers.
He knows the game.
Unbelievable scenes. I didn't catch any of that game, to be honest, Gav.
Emma Coulson's asking stupid questions. He's the real #1 blocked. He's been blocked for about 6 months now. And he won't be getting unblocked either.
He's good value, to be fair. I know he's a bit of a clown, but wow, what a stroke he's
No,
had
he used to be good value. He can only talk like that if you're winning, Simon.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're doing it, it's a different story. But
He won his last game, didn't he?
did he? I don't know.
Or the one previous, I think he played Emma Cunningham. He got a win. But yeah, the last game I think he lost. Prior to that, 2 missed balls and 2 shots is probably the only 2 balls these lads have missed in the previous 14 frames.
Well, I mean, Liam missed one earlier on, didn't he? But that's the only one that we know. I think he did anyway, I can't remember. We've seen that many
It's that
pots.
long ago,
Yeah, there's not been many.
Did you go over there, Gav, to watch that with Mark? Because I know he took a good following over, didn't he? He took a best part of 70 lads over with him, lads and lasses. That's some following, that, to go over to Ireland for a cash game.
Yeah, it certainly is.
This was a 16-man event, Declan. £150 entry. Small field, but good standard of player. It's a bit short pace.
Yeah, it is.
No, mate, I was supposed to be in the Super Sevens, so if you were supposed to be there but didn't go.
I don't blame him.
I mean, to be honest, what I've read, I don't think you've missed a great deal.
Apparently they cost you a fortune in woolly jumpers.
Yeah, I've seen a few comments about people wearing several layers to play a match. This is just what you need.
It's just not quite caught that right. Yellow doesn't go.
Wowzers.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
What round is this?
It's
if you look at the scoreboard, it should say
and you know what,
Savanna Open final.
I deliberately have it nice and big because you know I watch some streams and it's really small, and you watch it on your phone and you think, what's, you can't even see. I used to get the magnifying glass out on the phone to see what scores are and what have you, but I deliberately make it big so people don't ask questions like that.
Yeah, I mean it is the final.
I think they're doing it deliberately, Simon.
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody will be asking what score it is in a minute.
Class.
There you go, who's on now?
That's a good shot from Tom.
So we've just got 400 people, just over 400 people watching at the minute. Nice to see figures like this on a cold Sunday morning. Even Asbo's joined us.
Wowzers.
Let's just be playing up. Behave yourself, Asbo.
There's some comedy on here.
Yeah.
Dear me. You're going to get them all now. What's the score? Where's it being played?
I'd rather him say that than, you know, swear and stuff like that. He said having to.
What's it first to? Is it world rules? Comedy.
Anyway, back to the pool.
There's a bit of a spot of bother here.
Is it live? It's recorded this, Lee.
Good afternoon, guys. The draw's been done. We're just writing out the scorecards and then we're going to start. Just give us 2 minutes.
So all those of you that wanted to come down for the £20 a man comp, you're too late. Draw's been done.
Yeah, that's the right split. 650, 1150. Unless they've done a deal, which is unlikely. Yeah, big chance here for Tom now.
Cheers, Stephen. Thanks for your comments. Glad you could join us this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure we'll see you on the chat again very shortly.
God, these questions are unbelievable.
Yeah. Well,
How many red spots on the cue ball? Wow. You know what? I've never actually looked.
have you never counted them?
I haven't.
You've got to be really sad to go count them
Course.
spots, haven't you?
That's ridiculous. I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess.
I think there's 4 actually.
It's got to be more than 4.
Might be 6. In fact, I think there's 6.
You know what? I'm actually going to be that sad. I'm going to go and find out.
I think there is 6.
Frightening. Anyway, 6 spots. Thank you for that. I feel a whole lot better about my Sunday morning now. Back to business anyway. Tom's opened up a 3-frame lead again. And that's 9-6. Oh, there's a bit of a debate going now. 6-5. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. I'm going to have to get myself off.
How are you going?
Yeah, this big comp starting. This £20 a man.
Oh, good luck.
Have to show me face.
We might see you on stream a bit later on.
Yeah, possibly. If you're desperate. Or commentary. We'll see. Anyway.
Alright, thanks Simon.
Speak to you soon.
Speak to you later. So, Liam to break. Still don't think we're going to see the tap break anytime soon. He's playing well. I know he's 9-6 down, but he's not doing too much wrong. Another crunching break, and he's come up dry. I think Tom would have preferred reds here, but he's not got an easy one. And so it's looking like, well, yeah, yellow as it is. Although they do all have pockets if they want. The bunch of 3, the one just the right hand side. If you can get that into this bottom right hand corner, left hand corner. And the route here. Now then, he's on it to the middle. He is. Just a little bit high on this. Could have done with it being a bit straighter. Try and avoid the yellow. Well, he's okay. He's a nice little nudge on that, to be fair. So he's picked these out very well. This is another one to the tally for Tom, clearing up after Liam's dry break. And this has been the story so far, really. In most of these frames, I think there's only been a couple of frames that's not been a clearance. Great standard. 10-6, Tom Cousins. A few Preston lads in for this comp as well today here at Savanna's in Manchester. Craig Days here, Jordan Crossy. I think Gary Lofthouse has turned up as well. And it looks like Gary didn't. I think Tom's forgot to update the scoreboard from the last frame. It's still showing 9-6. So let's hope he's remembered after this frame. Otherwise we might have to do a bit of a count back. Good afternoon, Matt. Yeah, just had Gareth Aries and also had a quick look back on the stream. It is 10-6. That makes it 11. He has updated it. He did remember. So it is 11-6. Thanks for that, Gareth. Gareth Aries is the supplier of the Racker triangle. Very, very simple and easy to use, and very effective as well. If you want to get your hands on one of them, just give them an email. Gareth at theracker.com. Start from about $39.99, I think they are. Also do tip shapers as well. Good afternoon, Johnny. Another crunching break from Liam Dunster. Yellows, apart from the one or the two next to the black, one of them goes into the right centre anyway. The yellows are looking pretty appealing, apart from the fact that I think the only one, if you can get to it, to open up, is the one to the top left. If he doesn't, he may well go reds. He's got an easy one to the right centre.
Table number 10, Jordan Crossley and Alex Bruce. Table number 10, Jordan Crossley and Alex Bruce.
Alex Fruish is in the building. come down to playing this £20 a man comp.
D. Simpson and Anthony Mason. D. Simpson, Anthony Mason, table 18.
He'll be getting a bit of practice in for, I think it's next week's match against Donna Evans. Should be on live stream. I should be doing that one. It all depends on if there's anything else on that particular day. I'm not too sure if JJ is going to be happy to pay for my services just for the one match. So he's trying to
Table number 19.
get all the matches on.
Coughlin and Owen Curden. Table number 19. Chris McLaughlin and Owen Curden. And then the last one, JJ Fall and Brian Walsh, table 14. JJ and Brian, table 14. If your name's not been shouted, we're waiting on the table. As soon as the table's cleared, I'll shout. That's the 13s, yeah, first to sevens. Straight knockout and there's a plate. Table bill, stream layer.
Donna will be playing Alex Fruish next week. The pot was, I think, up to about £8,000 per person. I'm not too sure if it's come down a little bit since then, but I think one or two of Alex's backers had pulled out or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I think it did come down a little bit, but it's certainly a decent pot, whatever it's going to be. McNamara's back as well for the £20 a man comp. So just these last two yellows and the black for Tom to extend his lead to 6 frames at 12-6. I'm just going to nip for a quick break for a couple of minutes, and I'll be back very shortly. looking to take these out. Two reds. The top right hand side of the table, I think he'll probably play on them to play the plant. So he'll be looking for the one into the left centre here. Just have a look, see if it goes. I think it. He knows best. He's a little bit out of position now. I think the only shot he's got on, really, if you can see enough of it, is a long plant. And I don't think he can. So he's in a little bit of trouble here. Well, he thinks he can. I just had a look from this end of the table and it didn't look like he could, and there he goes. I didn't think he could. He wasn't far off. But it didn't look like he could, to me, could get the potting angle, which is what he needed. So he's Kev Tom. A great chance now. Let's go 6 ahead again. That's a great shot from Tom. Just enough. Does go now. Sorry, I just had to take the scoreboard off for a second or two. It's 13-7 to Tom Cousins. And this is going to go 14 by the looks of it. One away from victory. It's been a very, very clinical performance so far from Tom. Even Leon, he's not made too many mistakes really. But just come up against a really informed Tom Cousins this morning. The winner of this collects £1,150, and the runner-up will get £650. It's been an absolute class final so far. Like I say, very, very few mistakes by either player. I think the story really has been the dry breaks. I think that's been mainly the difference between the two. Once again, it's looking like William's going to crunch these. But straight in off the middle pocket. And that could well be Midnight Vienna. Them yellows do look nice. He may well try and develop the black, which is looking like he's going to do. He could even push it into the yellow. That's a bit further down the left-hand rail. Develop them both, and then them yellows should be. He's not doing, he's just nipping it out. He obviously fancies it down the rail. I don't think he'll go reds here, but you just never know. Well, he has done. And he's played a great opening shot. Just watch the language, Jack. Those of you that are watching, we will be streaming the competition that's being run this morning. All that's left to say is well played, Tom Cousins. Unlucky to Liam Dunster. Put up a great fight. Some class pool played in this match this morning. Shame there has to be a loser, but Tom Cousins comes through this 15-7, collects the £1,150 first prize. Liam Dunster's got a long drive back to Scotland as well, with £650 in his pocket. Well played to everybody that took part in this competition, and I'm sure we'll see these players again in no time at all, back on the streams. Like I said, I'm going to take a 5-minute break or so, and then we'll be back with some of this competition. There's some good players here today. Got the likes of Jason Hill, Craig Day, Simon Fitzsimmons, Dave McNamara, just to name but a few, all playing in this comp, so we're going to have some more class matches a bit later on. So just watch out for the notification when we go live again. I will restart the stream for the competition. Thank you very much for watching yesterday and today. Thanks to all those that shared or commented, and we'll see you all in a short while.